Welcome back, Ink Chasers, to another end of the year recap. That's it. 2020 is not wearing a watch, but is almost over. 2021 can't get here fast enough. We've lost a ton of people this year. This whole corona thing just kind of messed with everything. But hopefully vaccines will be out soon to where we can all get them, and yeah, we can get back to a normal life. So a lot of stuff that I would normally do during the year didn't get to do. And then surprisingly got to do a little extra, or got to do a little more TTMing this year than was expected. And I'll just go over some of my goals and some things to look out for 2021. So we'll start off with my goals from last year. Alright, one of my goals. Every year I get my Frisco Rough Riders team set, and I try to get as many of those signed. I think I had a goal of 75% of the team set signed. Well, I don't know if you want to call it I got 100% or 0%, because they did not have a team set because there was no season. So, yeah, that's, I guess that's a fail. I had a goal of 50% of spring training success. Well, right as spring training was started going, this pandemic hit. I barely sent anything out because spring training was canceled and everybody was being sent home. And I got 6 back out of 30. Yeah, that's not even 25%. Alright, another goal is to get more of my Gypsy Queen set signed. Well, didn't get any of them back. Of course, a big chunk of that 30 was sending those out to spring training. Goal I had was for my 1991 Fleer set to get to 300 signed cards, and I got it. That one I got 331 as of today. Let's see. Next up, I had my 1988 Topps football set. Want to have 100 signed cards, and I have 51 signed cards. So didn't quite get that one. Another goal was to send out more mascots. I did not send any mascots out. I mean, pandemic came. There was no season. Or there was a season, but it wasn't until the end of the year, and I wasn't sure the mascots are going to be there or not, so I just didn't send any out. Maybe next year. And then I had a channel goal of 300 subs, and currently I have 326. So thank you to all 326 of you. I appreciate it. Alright, let's get to some stats, right? So far, well, no, not so far. In 2021, I had sent out 615 autograph requests through the mail. I got 13 back unknown, so that was like, they just came back not signed at all. I think that was the majority of it. They'll come back just unsigned. I had 17 return to senders. I currently have 172 still pending. Now that counts any that I've sent off in the last week or so, because I got some stamps for Christmas. So I did send some stuff out. I was hoping to maybe get some quick turnarounds for Battle of the Decades. Didn't happen. But I had 413 successes. Now, that's a 67% success rate. It's actually down a little bit from last year. I was in the low 70s, I think, last year, but I did a lot more sending out, and the pandemic hit, so a lot of people did sign, but there were some who didn't, and some are just dragging their feet, maybe. I don't know. I have a feeling a lot of these pendings, which are still Team 90s out there, I have a feeling they'll be coming in here pretty soon, and that percentage will go up. I didn't have a goal, like specific number goal, but I wanted to work on my Rangers PC, and I got some big chunk of that going. I am now up to 648 signed Topps cards. Now it's singles of each. I've got doubles, but I'm only counting one of each for every Texas Ranger Topps cards from 1972 to current 2020 update. Yeah, so this is crazy. What a year. I do have some goals coming up that I would like to share with you. So New Year's Eve of 2021, we can see if I got these or not. Alright. One of my goals is on my homepage, changing that video. That was the very first video that I had ever done on this channel, and I just, I was first episode, or first video, and I just took the beginning of it and used that as my little intro there for the channel. And I need to update that thing. It's in February, actually February 24th, this channel will be 3 years old. So yeah, my goal is to have that video changed before the 3-year mark. That way, anybody else, any new people or anybody who sees it will, have an updated video, not me sitting there like a deer caught in headlights. Which brings me to my sub count, which I appreciate all subscribers. That's not my goal for this channel, but I mean, like, I would like having subscribers, but if I have them, I have them. I don't. But I'd like to get to 400 by the end of the year. They're hard to come by. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Let's see if we can get that to 400. Speaking of my 3-year anniversary coming up, I will be doing a 3-year contest. I don't know what I'll be doing yet. I'll come up with that on the fly, probably. Do some kind of little contest, and be sure you are subscribed to enter. Let's see, what else? As far as my 1991 Fleer set, I'm going to pump the brakes a little bit on baseball, primarily 90s baseball. Sent a whole bunch out for the Battle of the Decades. Still going to work on the Rangers PC. Still going to send out my Keebler cookie cards. I got a nice chunk of cards over here that I still have to get together and send out that I was holding off because they weren't in the 90s. So those will be going out. I've got my 1991 Fleer set that I've been working on. My goal, like I said, I'm at 331 right now. I'll shoot for 400. I don't know if that's going to be possible. I sent out a lot already, but maybe some of these 90s guys will be signing and sending them in. Another thing is I'll be working on my Charlie Huff Super Collection. By the end of the year, I want to be #1 on Trading Card Database. Now, I know that's not a whole lot of saying for a lot of people or whatever, but hey, at least off their website, I would like to be #1, so I got to work to get that. That 1988 Topps football set, I'm gonna keep that at 100. I don't do a whole lot of football, but I'm gonna try and get that set up a little bit more to 100 signed cards Frisco Rough Riders, well, if they have a season, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna get the card set. I don't know what will happen as far as if there's people in the stands, if there's not, if they'll be signing. I don't want to. I'm gonna keep it at. My goal will be 50% of the teams that sign. We'll see. All right, that's really all I have for goals. Some things to watch out for. I'm gonna try my best to start getting more of my set collection up on here. I keep saying that each year, but things happen. Pandemics come that we weren't expecting. So yeah, I want to do binder collections of those. Haven't really started on it, and since my goal was to have something going, at least working on it by now in my mind. But I am going to work on a very special project this year, and depending on how well it goes and how fast I can do it or not, it may last longer than the year. I don't know. But I'm hoping to have, by the end of January, have the first episode out. And I'm going to do kind of like, since the Rangers are my team, do kind of a history of the Rangers each year, starting 1972 when they came to Texas until 2021 or 2022 or wherever I'm at or whatever, and just keep going from there. This will show off like all of the Topps cards in my collection, the signed ones. We'll just kind of give a brief history of the Rangers that happened that year. I don't know. Let me know down below if you think this is a good idea, if you'd like to hear it, see it. Just something a little different. But yeah, I hope everyone has a nice, safe New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Be safe. We need to keep the faces covered, keep the masks on, keep your distance, be safe. Let's get this thing out of here so we can get back to normal life. Alright, enough rambling. Subscribe down there, so let's get that number up if you haven't. Hit that bell notification if you hadn't. Just like that. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Happy New Year.